do you overcome that inner voice, that inner demon, which says you're not good enough? Again, I want you to add in the do here. So the do recognizes that you're doing something, you're doing a feeling, you're doing a state, and a state is a result of a feeling. And you're doing doubting yourself. Because when you say I'm not good enough, that's self-doubt. So you're doing doubting yourself around your competition. And it's important to recognize the do, because again, it's giving us space and time to pause and reflect. Okay, if I'm doing self-doubt, what would I love to do instead? Actually what would be really helpful is to think I can do this. And then you want to write out all of the different I'm not good enough thoughts or I'm doing not good enough thoughts in positive, powerful, productive language. So language that's going to be performance enhancing. Because if you're saying I'm going to get overtaken, I'm too slow, I'm not strong enough, I'm too weak, none of this is going to help you really smash your performance. And I'm talking from experience of, you may think some people believe, and some athletes believe, that when they say you're such a loser, that it's kind of the unhelpfulness is motivating. But having coached enough athletes now out of that mindset and being hey, do you really think that's more performance enhancing? Or is it more performance enhancing to say hey, you're freaking awesome, you've totally got this, keep going, push through, push your limits, you know why you're doing this, achieve your full potential. And often they'll give it a go, they'll change it. And they're knocking minutes off their time. If it's a long distance race, if it's swimming laps, and they're knocking seconds off their time the next day. So it's really powerful to use performance and life enhancing words. So I really recommend when you're doing self-doubt, when you're doing I'm not good enough, is to write down all of your thoughts, all of your mantras in powerful, positive, productive, performance enhancing language. So I am strong enough, I have got this, I can do this, I'm gonna freaking crush it, I'm great at deadlifting, I'm brilliant at swimming, I'm getting faster and faster every single day, I'm getting stronger and stronger every day, I am putting in the training that I need to put in order to be the best I can be. I'm focusing on the right things to be the best athlete I can be. I have the right habits which are helping me be the best athlete I can be. So you really want to write down everything that shows you that you can do this as well. So you've not only got all these positive mantras coming up that you can replace every single unhelpful thought with, but also when we're doing doubt, it's because we're not recognizing the positive evidence. So our brain will edit our reality according to what you unconsciously tell it to look for. And if you're unconsciously telling and unintentionally telling your brain to look for all of the reasons why you can't do something, then they're the ones that are going to be highlighted to you. So even if you're deadlifting, 100 kilos or whatever it is you're doing, because I know the person asked me, this is a bodybuilder and lifts crazy heavy weights. So 100 for me is probably heavy, but to him he's that's not that heavy. But if you're lifting a huge amount, but you have this phrase going through your mind of you're not good enough, then actually that's going to be oh yeah, but that's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as so-and-so. It wasn't as heavy as I was lifting last year, or compared to the world champion, it's not that heavy. So you want to start. And if you're in triathlon, I see people being oh yeah, but I had one client, he believed he was a slow swimmer, pro triathlete, finishing top 5 in extreme triathlons, and we're well, where would you finish in Kona, which is the pinnacle world championship of triathlon, long distance triathlon. And he was finishing middle upper pack, which is really good. And it's well, if you're finishing middle upper pack at the world championships in the pro field, does that still make you a slow swimmer? Do you still believe that? And he's oh, well, maybe not anymore. Because his story had been he's a slow swimmer, his brain had dialed that out to him, and it was still thinking, yeah, but think of all the people in front of you, you didn't finish first. So you've really got to change your narrative around where you're doing the self-doubt, and tell your brain, spotting out all the things you're doing super great, because then this is going to be the things that's going to highlight to you. And it will dull out all the things that maybe that unhelpful to you, which is what you want. You want to create a reality in which you can perform optimally. You want to create an environment in which you can perform optimally. So you need to ensure your brain is helping you with that by telling you hey, you smashed that, that's awesome. Or, hey, you're so good at this, you're confident at this, you're doing this. And also to look back at all the other reasons why you should be confident in crushing your competition and crushing your race, and why you can do this. And it doesn't have to relate to your sport. So if you're coming up for a competition and you want to do the best you can and you're finding it a challenge, well, maybe you saved X amount for your deposit on your house, which was also a challenge, but you did that and you bought that house. Maybe you studied really hard for an exam and you got this incredible result, which you weren't expecting. And this is also positive evidence that you can do this, that you can rise to a challenge and overcome it in a brilliant way. So all positive evidence relating to you doing something, to you crushing something, write it down. So when you're doing self-doubt, it's like, well, actually, that's wrong, because yesterday in my training session, I got a PB, or actually I held my heart rate for this amount of time, which was awesome, or well, last year I won this race, or last year I won my age group, or whatever it may be, or maybe you just had your best swimming session ever. So you want to write down positive evidence, you want to write down all of the positive language around this as well. And every time you do self-doubting thoughts and self-doubting feelings, hit that pause button, stop those those feelings from being any more triggered, and then choose to do something instead that's more powerful. So choose to, I'm going to think about all my positive evidence, and then I'm going to feel more confident. I'm going to be grateful for everything I have, then I'm going to be in a state of abundance. Or actually, pause, that's not true, that's bullshit. I am strong enough. I am fast enough, and I freaking got this. So